let me put y'all in the room. He already knew what his intentions were. And to me, it was just bad timing. Like, she's here for business. Like, if you wanted to do this, you planned this for you and her. It's Nae. And bring a bag.
If Big Rain ain't record or mix my shit,
A best friend's life. A best friend's life. A best friend's life. A best friend's life. Comment and subscribe. Comment and subscribe. Comment and subscribe. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to A Best Friend's Life. We're back with another video. What's up, ABFL family? Oh, okay. Sorry. But y'all, we are back with another video. We are talking about another toxic moment in our friendship.
With this woman, I swear to God.
Girl, whatever.
So what I got?
If she was Queen Bee, I'm just saying.
I mean, I
But
would,
anyway, I never leave. Neither did I. Hello. Anyway, y'all, we are back with another video of one of our toxic moments. In this one, we're gonna talk about another friend I had that may have, I don't know if it caused, well, it didn't cause a toxic moment until we was in, well, not I, but we
Get it together. Don't take our phone now. Get it together.
yeah, whatever.
Get it together.
Until we were all in New York City I had a modeling gig out there. At the time, I also had a boyfriend. No, I didn't have a boyfriend yet, but I was talking to someone, and they basically became my boyfriend there. But yes, so we might talk about both.
Oh my God.
What? We'll probably talk about both of those moments at the same time, so y'all can get the full juiciness of what happened. So y'all, this is what happened. We went to New York City because I was picked to be a model for a designer. The designer found me through a fashion week. I'm sorry. The designer found me through a runway I did here in my hometown. I modeled for her here, and she invited me to be a model for her in New York City. So at the time, this person was my photographer. And this was kind of around the time where I was kind of putting my profile up and stuff, and like taking pictures and things like that, getting all my pictures together, because I was in like full-blown model mode, y'all.
Like creating a portfolio, yeah.
I was really ready to be a model, y'all. Like, I was just all up for it. And yes. So yes, my portfolio. So anyway, long story short, we end up setting up everything to go to New York City. I invited this person to be my photographer down there. I also invited my friend who became my boyfriend down there. Best friend came. She took a friend there who's actually from New York. And I also brought my mom. Also, that person invited a friend who I really wasn't comfortable with. But she felt like everybody was coming in like twos. Like, everybody had like a couple thing. Like, I came with my boyfriend. She came, best friend came with her friend, and so she felt like she needed a friend to come too. And I'm like, it wasn't about that. It was just like everybody was coming,
And we weren't even dating
to support me. Huh?
Me and JD weren't even dating at the time.
Right. He just came just to
show us New York.
To show us around. So we was grateful for that, because we didn't know nothing about New York.
Nothing.
And then my mama came, and my mama ain't had nobody to come with, and my mom was just like, well, she knew my mom. So like, whatever. Anyway, so that's what happened. We all go up to New York City. It was just a wreck from there because of how the rooming was supposed to be. Like, my mom had a room, my boyfriend had a room, and I think the other person had a room with her friend. So what kind of set off things is I had my best friend in a room with my boyfriend. So from there, that was just, I guess, a no-go. It wasn't like I was trying to push her. I wasn't trying to put her in the same room with my boyfriend, but I didn't know if my best friend would be comfortable in a room with my mom. And then two, I know my boyfriend wasn't gonna be comfortable in a room with my mom. So I was like, okay, so how will I actually make this happen? What was supposed to happen was this person was supposed to be in a room with my best friend. My boyfriend was supposed to be in the room by himself, or me and him would be in the room together, and my mom would have her own room. It's how it was supposed to go. But since we had another person come, it kind of threw that whole thing off, which I told that person from jump I didn't want this person to come anyway. But from there, that just kind of threw everything
the whole trip off. Not everything, the whole trip off.
And so thankfully, her friend that she invited had his room.
Shout out to you for that.
And she went with him.
Because I was coming back to Baton Rouge.
I was upset because I didn't want her to go with him. I wanted her to be in the same hotel room as we were all in. But I understood how she felt, you know, because she's like, I'm not gonna be in the room with your boyfriend.
And mind you, I did not know him. Like,
you knew of him, but she like didn't like know him.
I did not know him the same way she's saying that I wouldn't be comfortable in the room with her mom is the same way I would not have been comfortable with this gentleman. So my whole dynamic of that, it was just no. Like, we not even it's not finna be a thing. No, point blank. Because my thing of it all was, I'm gonna let you finish. I think my whole thing of it all was like, we had preset this because, mind you, this is a 14-hour away trip. 1,400 mile away trip. So we have to be sure that everything is aligning. What I felt like Brigga put me in a predicament to buy another room on the strength of the closeness of two other people. Not even her mama, two other people, and then got upset that I chose to go with my friend. And I feel like that's unfair because at the end of the day, you allowed the photographer to bring somebody that you're uncomfortable with and sleep in where I'm supposed to sleep and didn't address that not one time. So I'm already out. Like, in all honesty, if JD would not have came, it would have made me be ticked with Brigga the whole time. I don't care to do nothing here, but I would have swallowed that to be sure that what we came here to do was executed. But internally, I would have been 38 hot because we all put forth money to this situation. And I feel like I got the short end of the stick because Brigga was upholding, being sure that her photographer was satisfied and that her man was satisfied, which is all fair. But go ahead.
So once that was established, that kind of like set the mood for the whole thing. So fast forward to the point that kind of took a turn. It was maybe like the day after the runway that I was in. Yeah, the day after.
And mind y'all, this is New York Fashion Week. This is not just no regular week in New York. But go ahead. So the day after the runway, we ended up doing this photo shoot where we were dressed up, like all the models were dressed up in this kind of like beautiful antique sort of wear or whatever like that.
I didn't know how this was gonna go, but the designer really wasn't clear on what she wanted or how this was supposed to go about. Really, we supposed to have like our own makeup artist and our own photographer. So, which I had a photographer, but I didn't have a makeup artist. But luckily, I had someone there to do my makeup. And so, my friend at the time was supposed to have been my photographer. She wasn't there.
The whole point of you being invited to come.
So she ends up bringing her friend to make this like a friendship trip versus a business trip, because that was what that trip was for, business. You came to support me to be a model, and you to be a photographer, because that's what you wanted to do. You wanted to be showed up as a photographer. So that was your job. You were supposed to come to be my photographer and to like, you know, do my pictures and things like that.
And not saying that it could not still been that type of trip, but you have to take care of business first.
Exactly. Which we did have a day to where we did stuff, you know. But in those days that designer wanted us to do stuff, we had to be there to do it. And it wasn't taken like that. It was my friend and I wanted to do this, which I shouldn't even agree to that. But I don't like confrontation, so I just kind of like let that whole thing kind of just be whatever.
And then she knew that she was coming to take her pictures and stuff like that. Yeah. So now with that too, Book, like that threw off me having to hold the camera and vlogging and actually getting a good photo set of her.
Well, we wasn't vlogging that.
I'm saying like we didn't have our camera stuff, but I'm saying in the sense of like our moments. So it's me trying to capture. It's me trying to capture all of that and her pictures when I shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah. So that was kind of upsetting to me too. What was that caused us to like really be upset with each other? Do you remember? It was like the pizza place. We were trying to figure out. No.
Are you and them?
Yeah, me and them.
The pizza place.
No, so it was a certain pizza place that I wanted to go to, and we couldn't figure it out. It was one day we was walking along, cause you know New York City is nothing but like you just walk to wherever you go. I seen a certain pizza place that I wanted to go to, and I was trying to find that certain pizza place again. Mind you, when we was trying to figure out where that pizza place was, best friend was nowhere by us. She was with her friend. So it was really just me, my mama, my boyfriend, her, and her friend there all together. So she wasn't even there. So me and my friend ended up getting into an argument about the certain pizza place.
Now, mind you, the reason why me and Brika aren't together is because I'm at a whole nother location, hotel-wise. Not the fact that I did not want to be with them.
Right.
So I just want that part to be clear of what she is explaining. Because that it wasn't me going like how they did a girl's day with my friend. It wasn't that. It was just getting dressed at another location at the hotel to come where she is.
Right. So what made me call her is because, like I said, we ended up arguing, and because I was just like, you know what, let's just take this pizza place, whatever, because I couldn't figure out where the pizza place was, blase. It caused a disagreement between me and her, and she just kind of just walked out she was like, well, if this ain't the pizza place, and she just kind of like walked out, because I was just like, let's just do this one, because she was getting frustrated or whatever. So I just was like, let's just do this one, that's fine. And she got upset and walked out. And then that's when I called my best friend. I was like, man, me and her had a falling out, like, you probably should come, because her friend walked behind her. Like, she didn't stay with me, she walked behind her, because she knew I ain't had nothing to do with her anyway. And so she walked behind her. And so our best friend like rushing to get there because she I guess she was thinking like it was more than what it was. I guess like you thought we were like fighting. Did you?
No, I just know how they can go. Like,
yeah,
because Brica would paint the picture as if it's calm because she has diffused herself, but in all actuality, the other person involved is still on 10. So in my mind, I'm like, I just got to get here as soon as possible, regardless of the fact.
yeah. So you get there and she's already gone, and I was just explaining to her kind of like what happened with that situation, and I don't know, like we just fell off from there. From that whole trip, I would say once we got home, was there anything else you wanted to say while we're still in New York?
So like to that point, like this person knew that this trip was a business trip. Mm-hmm. Like they wholeheartedly knew, and I could understand like people know how close me and Brica are, so I can understand her perspective of wanting somebody else there that she's like that with. I get that. My whole thing about it was, that's totally fine, but you know that Brica asked you to come to specifically shoot her every single day. We were there for 5 days. This wasn't no cheap trip. So we wanted to get all of our money's worth of what Brica came here to do, which was model. And so I don't think she respected Brica in that matter, and just created situations to create the cutoff, in my opinion. Because it's like, dude, like, you know what we came here for. This wasn't like no, oh, when we land in New York, what do y'all think about doing this or doing that? Everything was already planned, because Brica do not travel without a plane.
I don't.
So everybody knew what was expected. Now, granted, as soon as we get here, now we got to readjust the whole plan. And so not only did we have to readjust the whole plan, we have to accommodate 4 other people. Like, what?
Yeah.
So just imagine that level of intensity on top of just being neutral friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was going to create a problem.
Right. So I guess since we are still in New York, there is other things I have to say. So, like I told y'all from jump, this is when my boyfriend became my boyfriend. He actually asked me to be his girlfriend in New York. My best friend knew nothing about it because he knew more so of my other friend than my best friend. That wasn't intentional. It was just, I don't know, that person was more around him than she was. And best friend has, like, she's like nodding, but she has a problem with like certain people that I probably talk to.
It's not even
because
that.
Of the comfort level.
It's not even that. My whole thing of it is, and this is in general, if Brica makes it clear that she is serious about this person, I should meet them. Brica did not do that. Brica was still trying to know this person. So, from my point of view, it is, this person is about to do what?
But
this
see,
person,
in my defense, I didn't know he was about to do that.
No,
so that
no,
wasn't my problem anyway. That wasn't my fault.
Right.
I didn't know he was gonna ask me to be his girlfriend.
Right. But I'm speaking to the point of what you bringing forth, in the sense of, I'm not close with the people that she is pursuing. If you do not invite me in the environment of what you're creating, I'm not going to include myself in that situation. Whereas what she's saying, she invited this person and her photographer in the same setting. It wasn't that the photographer was like, oh, I want to meet this person, or like, oh, let's go hang out. Brika created the space for that to happen. Whereas with me, she did not do that because she is pursuing this person in my eyes. Like, this is me getting to know somebody. So now, one, you have invited this person on the trip, and then two, this other person, which is the photographer, already has some type of connection with this person.
And in my defense, though, I did not create nothing for them two to meet. My friend, how she met him is she invited me and him to her birthday. So that's when she actually met him.
Right, but you're the...
But I did not create that. You're saying that I created this. But I did not. That's when she first met him.
Right, but I'm saying the dynamic is because to that person, this is your boyfriend. So I'm not going to invite you.
But I never said... Because I said I was talking to him.
Right, but Brika, I'm saying to the point of... If she would have just solely invited you to that event, that would have been a different thing of what you're comparing me of meeting this person. Because from that particular event, they're now creating together. Whereas it wasn't you having a dinner at your dinner.
Don't say no names.
Because you could have said... No, he not gonna come. I'm just gonna come because you're my friend. You know what I'm saying?
But she invited both of us.
Okay, it doesn't matter though. To what you're saying, and me being like.
But Shanae, you know that if I was to be like, I'm bringing this person over, whatever, or this or that, you would not be comfortable with that. To meet this person.
Brika, if you made the decision, like, this is who I'm going to be with. Because, mind y'all, prior to this New York trip, Brika never made it a situation to where, like, oh, let's go to Mr. Gaddy's, or let's go to this.
I never did that with anybody.
Right, but I'm saying, so... From that alone, to me, it does not seem like this situation is a real situation. Because if you really knew that this is where you was going to stick to, naturally things would just connect like that. And for me, it didn't. It didn't even seem like this was a real relationship. It just seemed like this is two friends who are trying to see, like, if it's going to be a relationship. It wasn't like, oh, this is my boyfriend. But to other people, the way she speaks about this person is what it was. Because...
In what way? How was I speaking about him? That I wasn't speaking about it to you?
Because outside of that event, y'all were, like you said, on the phone. Doing other stuff. That did not happen with you, me, and him.
I was not on the phone with him. With her.
So how
I said the first time.
So how is he comfortable with her?
Because the first time they met was at her event. Her thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, I'm assuming that he just got comfortable with her. Because every time I was around her, he would be on the phone with me or something. Or he would call or whatever if I'm on the phone, if I'm around her.
And that never happened while I'm around Brika, y'all. And it just what she
In
just
some
explained.
ways.
That never happened. Because if he was comfortable enough, but just being on the phone when you were around her and that made him comfortable, what is the difference of me being around you and on the phone while I'm around? He should have been just as comfortable, correct? I'm your best friend.
Yeah, I know that.
So that's where...
But you also had to create a space where it was okay to do that, though, Shanae. Like, you never was like... made that situation comfortable.
Okay.
Did you?
Okay.
Okay. Well, that time he asked me to be his girlfriend in his room. They was trying to plan it to it like I didn't know what was happening. I forgot like how exactly that occurred or how exactly it happened.
But basically how it happened was he was trying to communicate with the photographer of surprising her, but his first language is not English. And so we were trying to figure out exactly what it is you're trying to do. So we finally got to the grips of, I'm trying to surprise her. I want to get this. And like he already had everything he wanted to do. He already brought it to New York. Okay, so let me put y'all in the room. He already knew what his intentions were. And to me, it was just bad timing. Like, she's here for business. Like, if you wanted to do this, you planned this for you and her. But because Brigham Mom was there, all her friends was there, he felt like this was the perfect time to do that. And so for me, like, it should have been conveyed from the photographer to me. And that's what Brigham missed the whole thing of why I got pissed. Because it doesn't matter if his first language is not English. He knew exactly what he wanted to do. He knew exactly how to tell it to the photographer. And it executed without his language being English. So for me, it's just more of the lines of, if I was not there, this still would have went the way it went. It would have been a blowout. And it would have ended the same way it would have ended. And that to me is just like, dang. Like, dang. Like, you mean to tell me in getting to know my best friend, this was the only moment that she proved to you that she was ready to be your girlfriend? Can't be. Because I know her. That couldn't have been. That could not have been the moment you realized. But because of the dynamic of this trip, I felt like he wanted it to be just as big as that. And I felt like that was foul. And that's why I got ticked. Y'all, when I say that right there, for me, you put me up against somebody that you ain't even that tight with. Like, you cool with him, but you ain't that tight with. And your man, there ain't nothing that I could do. So if this is how you want it to be, I'm out. I don't want no part of this. I don't want no part of this. Because if it is this simple on a trip for it to explode the way that it did, and it's, y'all, because the blow up happened before this. The blow up happened, and now we all got to come back to the same hotel. Mind y'all, like she said.
No, it came out.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No, he asked to be his girlfriend before the blowout.
No, he didn't. Because we had to come back there. We had to come back there.
This was a different day though.
Well, I'm saying we had already been out and we came back, and he was like, "This is what I want to do."
Oh, I remember now. Cause she was trying to get me to do something else. That's what happened.
And so
I remember.
And
she was trying to get me to do something else, and she got upset with me because I didn't know what was going on. And I was trying to get her to understand, like, this is what, wasn't that like you was trying to get her to understand, like, this is what she wants to do, something. That's what happened. I remember now. Yeah. And she got upset with me. That's why.
And so I feel like at that moment, the photographer already knew that he wanted to do this because he brought everything already. It wasn't something that he planned landing in New York. So I feel like she should have been like, Shanae, come here, you know, like, let me tell you, like, this what she trying to do. Like, we just trying to surprise her in a way, which is why I'm trying to call her to do something else. Anybody know? This one, boo. If I can't convey her to her in a way, you definitely not about to be. So at least you could do is include me to make it work and be smooth. It was not like that, and that to me made me feel like
Somebody was the second blowout then.
Yes.
It was 2 blowouts.
Yes. So I'm like, man.
So the pizza was one. That was one blowout. But yeah, she was making it seem as if I was doing something wrong because I didn't know what was going on, and she wanted me to come back or do something.
So how
I didn't do it.
So how they planned it was we had a day exploring New York, which was to go see something close by the hotel, something quick. Just so happened it was a perfect time for lunch to go and eat pizza. We trying to find the one Brica wanted. But in that same time, photographer was trying to get her to come back to the hotel so he can regroup and place everything. But she did not allow enough time for Brica to eat. Because mind y'all, before this, she's on the runway. She's taking pictures. So she's not in the mindset of being aware that I'm on a trip. Like she's not aware of that. Okay, yeah. So like I was saying, Book wasn't even aware of what's happening because y'all, she's
I'm hangry
in
right
mode. Like I done been up, and y'all, they was getting up super early. Cause mind you, the places we had to go is not just around the corner. It's a good little hike.
It was good, yeah.
And so
we had no car. We had to walk.
walk everywhere,
and it was cold.
And so she wasn't understanding, like, she has to eat first. Like, all that y'all had planned, all that y'all wanted to do can still go into effect, but let her eat. And she was not having it. Like, she was not understanding, like that was important to Brica. Like, she didn't care. And so that alone in itself started a fight. Because it's like, bro, what is so important that you can't wait 10, 15 minutes?
I'm like confused. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what you mean I can't eat? I'm gonna eat. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And so we leave all of that and then go back, and Brica has a moment. Now, granny, I'm not no hater. Like, it was a pretty gesture, but I just felt like her moment of it could have been so much bigger if she wasn't like rushed and forced into it. And I ain't like it. I did not like it. Like, I kept my cool, you know, for that moment to happen, but I'm like, what's up? What is all this about? I said, because we not seeing eye to eye. What is this? Because mind y'all, this is our first time traveling with people anyway. And it's the biggest city too. The only reason why I asked my friend to come, he is from there. It wasn't for nothing else.
And I explained that.
Nothing else, y'all. And I feel like it could have went so much differently, and it could have been a great trip. But now it's just like we got to do that whole trip over because it was ruined. It was ruined the time we set foot in JFK.
Yep.
Like, it was terrible. And that wasn't even like our intent. Like, that wasn't, like, me and Brica, we were so excited because, y'all, she got selected. This is major. A lot of people don't get the opportunities that Book received while she was modeling. Like, a lot of people don't get that. And y'all know, like, people who do model, it's hard to come across big gigs like that. And it's hard to come across designers and photographers that you can really mesh with and be able to travel with like that. So keeping all of that in mind, that was just pulled away from Brika in a matter of hours. So the best friend in me, of course, I'm going to come to her defense. Like, who is you playing with? Because back home, y'all don't even play with her like that. At all. Y'all don't play with her like that. So what made you so high and mighty that you felt like this was the place to do that?
Yep.
And that's what made me so ticked off with her. I said, because I ain't even gonna do that. But it's been many of people that my best friend has come across that do her pictures flawless. It's been many people that come across that do her makeup flawless. So I take her image in that regard very seriously. Very seriously. You're not finna look no any kind of way. You're not about to just be posing no any kind of way. Because this sticks with you forever. You wasn't even 100% on her pictures. So yes, I'm gonna get on you. Like, and like we were saying, it's no, from me to everybody that we mentioned it in these videos and all of our vlogs after this, like, it is no ill will. It is no malice. We're just speaking to the point of when these events took place. And I don't want no one to take offense. And if you do feel some type of way about it, her number's still the same. It's still the same. And I just leave it at that.
Yeah, I think like you said, we just speaking in these moments that created a toxicness in our friendship, and how we overcome this situation. And it's always good to let these things out, because sometimes if you bottle it in, it could be, it can kind of stick with you for a while. So you definitely want to, and this, I think, like we said in our last toxic video, I think this is the age where we're mature enough, and hopefully those other people are mature enough to look at those moments and be like, dang, like, we were really young back then. Like, we really did some dumb moments or whatever. So that's why we're saying, like, it's no ill will. Like, we still could come across y'all and say hello, like, and keep it going, But yeah, so this was, like I said, another toxic friendship, relationship thing that took place in a whole nother state. And we got past it. I would say, coming back from that New York trip, I tried to have a conversation with that friend to see if we could get past it.
And reconcile. And it did not go as planned. Like, they stood on the fact of what they did in New York.
Right. And so we just...
It is what it is. It was what it was.
Right. And that's it.
Yeah.
Me and the boyfriend is not together either. He was like a whole nother situation. So I don't know what happened with that, but he just ended up being weird some sort of way. So
because if y'all want me to say, I feel like,
say it.
Because I feel like he wanted to explore other options, and he felt some type of way. Because I felt like he wanted that moment just as much as he wanted it for Brika. Like, how Brika experienced that moment, he wanted it to be that type of effect for him too. And I feel like because it was not that, and it wasn't from whatever him and the photographer talked about, the fact that it didn't execute to him in his way of seeing it, it made him kind of like shun Brika in a way, like, I'm not gonna really be around her no more. Like, I'm not really gonna be talking to her no more, when you didn't even get the clarity from the person that you're pursuing. And so, like, that, like, all the underlying stuff is what I pay attention to in anything with this friendship. Because do you explore. Like, you got your different means of how you want to do that. But I'm paying attention to how people behave. Like, what are your actions towards this person? Like, you could be on the phone till you blue in the face, but what are you doing outside of that phone call to show her and show up for her? And once that got to being iffy, yeah, nah, boog, yeah, it's alright. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. So those people are no longer in my life anymore, and me and best friend are going strong, and that's what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, we have more. We have more to come. So stay tuned. Leave a comment. Let us know what you thought about this video. Who you agree with, who you don't agree with.
And I want to know, like, when y'all best friend is dating and pursuing a person, like, do they include y'all in the situation, or do y'all include yourself in the situation? Like, do you be like, I want to meet your boyfriend, or do you be like, do you think now is the perfect time to meet my boyfriend?
I mean, that's a good question.
Like, I want to know, because I feel like when it's the right one, it just flows like that.
Like, flows like you'll meet them?
Yeah. Like, it just comes natural for best friends. Like,
yeah.
Let us know down in the comments.
I would love to know the answer to that too.
That's really a good perspective.
But yeah, let us know if y'all had any toxic moments. We would love to hear about it. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those post notifications so y'all know we are posting another video. We are posting every Sunday, you guys.
Every Sunday.
So please put on those notifications for Sunday.
Sunday.
Best Friends Live is posting on a
notification
Sunday.
bell off.
Ding 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 ding. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
The ABFL just dropped another video. Until the next one.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.